Hey there, this is Kim Constable. Welcome to this training where today I am going to teach you how you can sculpt a stage athlete's body and win $100,000. I kid you not, and how you can do this in only 6 months. Are you ready to hear how? Perfect. This bodybuilding system that I am teaching here is the exact one that I used to go from skinny yoga teacher, mom of four, to award-winning physique athlete. And I did it in record time, and you can too. You'll also learn in this training one simple yet very powerful tool that will make sticking to your fat loss plan so easy it will shock you. And a hint is no stage athlete ever competes without first having done this. I actually think I missed a slide. I did miss a slide. Here it is here. This training will also teach you the number one reason many people self-sabotage and how to overcome it. So if you're a self-sabotager, you're going to love what I'm going to teach you here. And you're also going to learn the exact way that I shred cellulite, zap belly fat, and tone my butt. And this can be used by anyone, even with zero experience in training and nutrition. But first, I want to tell you a story, and anyone who is privy to any of my teachings will know that I love my storytelling. So at 37 years of age, I had never stepped foot in a gym. I was a yoga teaching, stay-at-home mum. And it wasn't until I saw a picture of myself in a bikini on vacation that I decided to change. Now, I am the girl in the black bikini, not my sister, who, as you can see, does not have one pick of cellulite or a flabby tummy. She is in the green bikini on the right. And I remember my husband shot this picture from kind of quite far away. And I was obviously standing talking to my sister. And I remember seeing the picture whenever I was looking on the camera. It was kind of before the advent of really good smartphones. And I remember seeing the picture and be just like, oh God, I didn't know my stomach looked like that. I mean, it's not that bad, but you can see I'm skinny everywhere else, but I just had a big flabby belly. However, 1 year after deciding to change my body, I stepped on stage as a bikini competitor. And since then, I have helped more than 150,000 women recreate my results. And as you can see, they have achieved massive results. Let's look at some of them up close. These are just some of the 150,000 women whose before and after pictures we have in our programs sharing their results with you. Just look at the muscle they have built. Just look at how their bodies have changed. Some of these transformations have been in 4 weeks, some in 8 weeks, and some in as long as 12 or 18 months. We have a full range of programs in the Sculpted Vegan, and the longer you stay committed to your program, the more your body will change. And what I want you to notice is that these people don't just look skinnier. They have completely transformed their bodies with muscular curves. But how did they do it? Well, they concentrated on building muscle before dieting. This is super important, right? They didn't just diet and shred the fat away. They focused on building muscle first, because dieting without first building muscle is the number one reason women are unable to change their bodies. I see this all the time. Women diet and then they put on the body fat, then they diet, then they put on the body fat, and they can't understand after they've dieted and lost the body fat, why when they go back to eating normally, they just pile all of the fat back on. And there's a very specific reason for it. And that is that lean muscle tissue raises the metabolism, causing the body to burn more fat. So the reason why people put on all the body fat again once they've lost it is because whenever you diet away body fat, you haven't actually raised your metabolism. So your metabolism is the rate at which your body burns calories just to keep you alive. And your metabolism accounts for about 60% of your total daily energy expenditure. So whatever your body uses, whatever calories your body uses to function your digestive system, to breathe, to grow hair and nails, and to produce saliva, and to produce urine, and to beat your heart, all of those things, right? That just to keep you alive every day accounts for 60% of the energy that you burn every single day. The other 40% of the energy comes from the activity that you do, any sports that you do, how much you move around, all of that kind of stuff. So if you live a very sedentary lifestyle, you're not doing a lot of physical sports or weight training or cardio, then that 40% is going to be very, very small. In fact, you won't need much over what your body needs to keep it alive to, in calories, in terms of calories every single day. So whenever people are used to eating too much food, which means that they put on body fat and then they restrict their food intake, so they restrict their calorie intake, the body then burns fat and it burns it back down to, or you lose body fat back down to really what you should be eating, because your metabolism might only require, say, 1,400 calories a day. So the reason, once people have burnt off all the body fat, that they then put it back on again when they go back eating normally, is because they're usually eating over and above what their body needs in order to maintain. So if you only need 1,500 calories to maintain, to maintain a lean physique, and you're eating 2,000 calories consistently, or even 1,800 or even 1,600, you're going to put on body fat. But how you combat this is by building muscle first. Lean muscle mass is how you look good naked. Lean muscle mass gives your body shape. So you can see that was me on the left in 2016, I think it was, 2015. And then in the orange top, that was me, I think, in 2019. So you can see, like, I've completely transformed my body. Like, my chest is where you notice it, the most. I have actually bigger chest muscles there than I do now. But, you can see my body is completely transformed, and that is all from building muscle tissue. And it's really not complicated to transform your body, okay? And I'm going to explain to you now about muscle and body fat and cardio and training and everything that you need. But you really only need to take these 5 simple steps. So the first step that you need to take in order to transform your body is you have to create a deadline. So in 2017, I had a goal, okay? I wanted bigger quads. I had these tiny little skinny legs. And I remember seeing my friend at the time who was actually teaching me posing for standing on stage. And she dropped her pants one day to show me her legs, and her legs were just muscled and ripped and huge. And I was like, how did you get those legs? I want those legs. And she said, well, I can tell you my secret, and I'm going to tell you the secret in just a little second. So I went from this, okay, like these tiny, skinny, little spindly legs, to this. And I did it in only 8 months. I'm not even kidding. How did I do it? You're probably like, really? I'm like, yep, swear to God. How I did it was I followed a proven plan. I found a trainer who knew all about building massive quads, and that trainer was my current trainer, Mr. Mark Getty. So Mark, as you can see, knows quite a lot about building muscle and building muscle in his legs and building muscle all over his body. And whenever I saw my friend Emma and I said to her, how can I do what you've done? How can I have legs like that? She said to me, I said, how are your legs so huge? She said, Mark Getty. And I said, who is Mark Getty? She said, he's my trainer. I'll bring you to him. And so Mark taught me all about building a huge amount of muscle in a short space of time. And in only 8 months, my legs doubled in size. I mean, you can see there, look at them on the left, like fair enough, they were lean, but you can see I still had a little bit of, not a huge amount of fat around my stomach, but a little bit of fat around my belly. And I was kind of skinny everywhere else. And look at how my body transformed. And that would, like, this transformation was, I'm trying to think, I think there was about, I think the middle picture was taken in January. So the left picture was taken in January, I think 2017. The middle picture was taken in January 2018, and the last picture was taken, I think, in November 2018. So I really did not take me an awful long time to build a lot of muscle, because I knew, or because Mark was training me on how to do it effectively. So, but the most important thing here that I'm trying to teach you in this very short and hopefully informative training is that the deadline of a bodybuilding show kept me motivated and disciplined. So whenever I went to Mark, I knew that I went to him, I think in April, and I think was it April? Yes, it was April. And I had a goal of standing on stage the following year again with a much improved physique. And by the time I started dieting in January, which was about 8 months later, my legs were literally double the size. But it was having that goal of the bodybuilding show that really kept me motivated, because without a deadline, you will just fall off the wagon. You have to have a specific deadline. You have to have something that you are trying to achieve. You have to have a photo shoot or a goal set, or you have to have like a big party or a wedding. That's why people are so motivated to lose body fat for a specific wedding. Like my housekeeper, Lorraine, for a specific wedding, for a wedding, I mean, my housekeeper, Lorraine, her daughter was getting married recently, and she dieted for a full year because she was going to be mother of the bride. In fact, she went through a whole host of facial treatments, and she got, all kinds of different work done, and she dieted and she exercised and she walked my dog every day for extra cardio. And she completely transformed herself. And it's because she had the goal of the wedding. Now, the wedding was just one day, right? Really, had she not have put in all of that work, would she look noticeably different on the day? Probably not, because she's gorgeous anyway. But having that goal is the thing that kept her motivated. So it wasn't really about the wedding. It was about having a goal to keep her motivated. And that kept her going through the hard times. So if you want to really change your body, you have to set a goal. You have to set a deadline. You have to have something to work towards. And I would even recommend booking a photo shoot, or, going on vacation, or throwing a massive party, something to mark the occasion. You have to give yourself something to work towards. Okay. So step number 2 in this 5-step plan is you have to eat like an athlete. Bodybuilder nutrition is the cornerstone of your success when it comes to sculpting your physique and changing your body. If eat less and exercise more actually worked, everyone would be walking around looking like a stage athlete, but it doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't work. A lot of people say to me, oh, but Kim, I eat healthily. And I'm like, but like, what does healthy mean? They're like, but I eat nuts and seeds and avocados. And I'm like, all of those things are massively calorific. Are they healthy? Yes, but they have really, really high calories. So that's why you're actually not losing any body fat. So you have to understand that if you want to lose body fat, you have to get precise with your nutrition. Body sculpting is not about eating healthy. It's about precise nutrient timing towards your deadline to achieve a measurable goal. So this was me in three consecutive years with standing on stage. The far left was 2017. The middle one was 2018. And the right-hand one was at the World Championships in 2019. And you can also see I've had a lot of Botox in the purple bikini one, because my face doesn't look as gaunt, but you can see just how much my body transformed. Like look at the size of my quads in my left leg there, which is stretched out to the side. I mean, it has literally doubled in size. So you really have to understand precise nutrient timing, which moves you towards that goal that you've set, which comes with the deadline. Your nutrition must be structured around your goal and the time that you have to achieve it. An 8-week goal will be completely different to a 6-month goal. So if you have an 8-week goal to build muscle, you're going to pack in as much food as you possibly can while lifting really, really heavy in the gym. If you have an 8-week goal to shred as much body fat as you can, you're going to be slowly and consistently dropping your calories every week and increasing your cardio in order to stimulate body fat. But you have to tailor the plan to your goal. If your goal is 6 months long and you want to have a completely different physique, well, then you're going to have to go through a period of building and then a period of shredding. And your nutrition in the period of building is going to have to attune to your goals, which is going to be to build muscle, hopefully in those first 2 phases. And then the final phase of shredding body fat, you're still going to be pushing for the muscle gains, but you're going to be pushing for the body fat reduction. That is what is going to give you a complete transformation in only 6 months, which is absolutely possible. Each week, you must be measuring your progress in relation to your goal. Are you getting closer or are you moving further away? And then you have to adjust accordingly. So you have to think, am I putting on body fat? Am I putting on muscle? Am I shredding body fat? You have to take your pictures every week and then say, okay, I haven't really lost much body fat. You can weigh yourself on the scale. I didn't lose any body fat this week. My pictures are no different. So I'm going to have to drop my calories a little bit more. So you have to adjust accordingly and then increase or decrease depending on how you're doing in relation to your goal. Okay, step number 3, get moving. I'm just worried about the sun coming in and out here. Of course, the sun decides to come out whenever I go to record this masterclass and shine right in on me, but I can put my blind down if it gets too bad, but hopefully I'm not kind of illuminated from the side and it's kind of distracting for you. Okay, so step number 3, you got to get moving. What does this mean? Well, cardio is for fat loss, right? A lot of people think that cardio is for building muscle. Cardio is not for building muscle. Cardio is for fat loss. You will never tone with cardio. I don't care if you get on the Stairmaster Stairmaster and you do those stupid kickback things that people do. They're walking in the Stairmaster and like kicking their legs behind them, thinking they're building their glutes. They're not, okay? You're just making it very unsafe to be on the Stairmaster. So if you're going to be on the Stairmaster, get on the Stairmaster for cardio, but do not do weird kickback things with ankle weights on, because you might make yourself feel better doing them, but you're not actually building any muscle. Cardio is for fat loss. It's important to understand the difference between weight training and cardio, okay? HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, Tabata, running, Zumba, step aerobics, etc., are fat loss exercises. You will not build muscle doing these exercises. To build muscle, you need load. What is load? Heavy weights. Now, of course, you could use your body weight if you don't have any heavy weights. Body weight squats are never really going to build you big legs, but you can absolutely do press ups, pull ups, push ups, all of those kinds of things if you don't have weight, because you're using your own body weight. And if you're pretty heavy and you're trying to pull up your own body weight, well, that's going to be quite a lot of pulling. But you do need load in order to build muscle quickly, efficiently, and effectively. Cardio should never be prioritized over lifting weights. If fat loss is your primary goal, then both can be part of your program. But if you're trying to sculpt and change your physique using muscle, then cardio should never be the number one priority. It should always be weight training. At the minute, I am back on a muscle building journey, should I say. I haven't competed since 2019. I don't intend to compete again, but I still do train every day. I have a gym at home, and I've trained every single day. But I also ride horses competitively, and so my gym training took a little bit of a back seat for a while. I was still training every day. I just wasn't doing it with intensity while I was riding my horses, because we stepped up to international level with the horses. And so, but recently I realized that I want to build back some of the muscle that I've lost. So I've cut out all cardio. I don't do any cardio at all. I focus all of my effort into lifting weights. And so it means when I get to the gym in the morning, I'm fresh from, having slept. I'm fresh from having done no cardio. I do cold plunges in the morning. I do ice baths in the morning, and that rejuvenates me, gets me into the gym with lots of food in me so I can push like a mofo and I can lift a lot of weight. And that is what is transforming my body. When I want to shred body fat, then I will do some cardio. At the minute, though, I haven't put on 1 pound of body fat. I used to do cardio 6-7 days a week for an hour in the morning on the Stairmaster. I've cut out all cardio. I haven't put on 1 single pound of body fat because I've increased my intensity in the gym. I am lifting heavier weights in the gym, and all of the food that I'm eating is now going into muscle gains rather than being used for energy whenever I was doing lots of cardio. How much cardio should you do? Well, again, it depends on your goal and it depends on your deadline. I get asked this question all the time on social media. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. It's at The Sculpted Vegan. And people ask me, how much cardio should I do? And I always say, how much cardio for what? What is your goal? And they're like, ooh, to lose body fat. I'm like, not specific enough. Like, to lose how much within what time frame? Like, what is your goal? So you have to know what your goal is in order to answer the question, how much cardio should I do? If your goal is fat loss, well, then in addition to your weight training, you can possibly perform cardio every day. If your goal is muscle building, I would say do none or very little and just focus on eating the correct amount of food so that you don't put on body fat, a lot of body fat. A little bit is okay, but you can push intensely in the gym. That is what you should be aiming for. Okay, number 4, step 4 in our plan, get lifting. Training with weights is the quickest way to sculpt muscular curves. But in order to do this effectively, you must be training to failure. So I just want to show you the difference between not training to failure and training to failure, which is what you can actually see here in the video. So on the left, I think about 3 weeks out from competition. Okay. 3 weeks out from competition. And as you can see, I'm pretty lean, because you can see I'm pretty lean from my stomach, but you can see that my legs are not huge. Okay. I had always wanted big legs. I had nice big shoulders, but I never had big legs. On the right, I'm about 3 months out from competition, 3 months out from competition, and look at the size of my legs. So a lot of people will say to me, how do I get really defined legs? How can I see the muscles in my legs? And my answer is always the same. You need to build more muscle in them. Guys, I'm just going to pull down this blind a wee second because the sun has decided to shine upon me just while I'm recording this masterclass. There we are. And it was creeping further and further up my face. So the reason why you can see the muscle in my legs, but you can't see the muscle in the ones on the left is because I didn't have very much muscle in the ones on the left. Women always complain whenever they're standing on stage. They say, oh, my legs are the last thing to come in. I couldn't get my legs to come in. And what they mean by they couldn't get their legs to come in is they couldn't see muscle definition in their legs. Well, that is always because you don't have enough muscle. So if you want to build muscle, you have to train with weights and you have to train to failure. The fastest way to overload the muscle is to train to failure. What does training to failure mean? What does training to failure mean? It means that you must keep going until you simply cannot perform another rep. So I was in the gym this morning training with my trainer, and we were on our last set of tricep push downs, and I'm counting down in my head 10, 9, 8, and I got to 8, and he's like, come on, there's more there. So I'm recalibrating. I think, okay, 12. So I'm like 4, 3, 2, and he goes, come on, there's more there. And in my mind, I'm like, there's not more there. My arms are dead. And I'm like, I think he made me do 18 or 19 reps in my last set, because there was more there, like my arms were still moving, and it was only at the very end, whenever like my arms were flying up and I was having to use my whole body to push it down, did he allow me to stop. So you have to remember that you haven't really failed whenever you have reached. In fact, you haven't ever failed if you stop at a prescribed number of reps. You've only failed when you cannot simply move anymore. And that is true failure. And that is where the muscle grows. The work starts when the pain begins. Muscle is only built in the last reps of the final set. Up until that point, your muscles had no reason to grow, as they were perfectly capable of doing the work. So think about this. If you get under the squat rack and you squat 10 reps at 40 kilos, and then you do 10 reps at 50 kilos, and let's say then you do 10 reps at 60 kilos and you manage the 10 reps, right? And then you go, that's great. 3 sets of 10 and you rack the bar. You haven't grown. Your muscles have not grown. You know why they haven't grown? Because you were capable of squatting 10 reps at 60 kilos. And if you're capable of squatting 10 reps at 60 kilos, your muscles were strong enough to squat 10 reps at 60 kilos. Why would they give you any more muscle? Why would they grow? They don't need any more. Your muscles only grow whenever you give them a reason to. Now, let's say you put 70 kilos on and you managed 6 reps, okay? And then you had a spotter spotting you, and they managed to help you push out 4 extra reps that you couldn't have done by yourself. Now your muscles have a reason to grow, because those were 4 reps that you got that you couldn't actually do by yourself. So even if that person gave you a bit of a lift on the way up, you still got the negative and you still got some of the push on the way up. So you were pushing your body out of its comfort zone and into growth. That is when muscle grows. And that is why most people go to the gym day in, day out, week after week, year after year, and their bodies never change. Okay, step 5, you need to follow a plan. So different to set a deadline, which was number 1, you have to actually follow a plan. Please, for the love of God, stop yo-yo dieting. I love this slide. This is the number 1 reason women are stuck with mum tums, cellulite, and back fat, because they yo-yo diet. They go on a diet, they lose the body fat. They go back to eating normally, they put it back on. They go on another diet, they lose the body fat. They go back to eating normally, they put it back on. This is the vicious cycle that many women get into. But following a consistent, simple, long-term plan is the only way to guarantee success. There is no other way. Following a plan will have scheduled rest times, refeed meals, alcoholic drinks. If that is your jam, it is my jam, because I'm Irish and I like a little alcoholic drink on the weekend. Meaning you will never have to miss out on life while you're working towards your goal. So a lot of women feel guilty, okay? Who here, like, put up your hand, can't see you, but just be like, me, if it's me. I'm energetically feeling you do this. A lot of women suffer from guilt, okay? They set a plan. They're like, oh, I'm going to lose weight, but it's not measurable. It's not defined. It doesn't have a deadline. You're not on a plan. And so you think, I'm going to eat healthy all week. And so you deprive yourself. And then on the weekend, someone says, do you want to go out for pizza? And you're like, sure. Okay. Bugger it. Why not? And you go out for pizza and you have garlic bread, and you have, dough balls, and you have pizza, and then you have dessert, and you have some wine. And what do? You wake up on Sunday morning and you feel absolutely crap. You feel so guilty that you broke your diet, and you just go on you have a whole other binging day on the Sunday, because you're like, oh, I'm just so bad. I'm so crap. And then you vow that you're going to be better on Monday, and that you're going to start again, and you start again on Monday, and then the cycle continues. Well, if you were on a proven plan, there would be room for pizza and alcohol and all of those lovely things that you want on the weekend. Okay. It's all there in your diet. You just can't binge it Well, you can if you want. You can schedule it in and binge it if you want, but there's room for all of the things that you love, as long as you're making good choices every single day, choice after choice after choice after choice that's moving you towards this bigger goal that you want. Then you can make a choice on the weekend, which is in the plan, to have a refeed day and to nourish yourself and to rest and look after yourself, and whatever that involves for you to feed your soul and make you feel good. It's all possible when you have a plan. That was a bit abrupt. I was like, so what do you think? I thought there was another slide coming off there. So let's go back to the plan. So having a plan is so important. I can't honestly stress how important it is to have a plan. People will, say things to me and ask me questions and stuff. And can I have this or can I have that? And I'll say, well, is it on your plan? Is it on your plan? And they're like, I don't know. And, oh, I don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, what is it they say? Failing to plan is planning to fail. If you don't have a plan, you're never actually going to achieve anything worthwhile. I have a plan for everything in my life. I have a plan for my business. I have a plan for my bodybuilding. I have a plan for my kids. I have a plan for my marriage. I have a plan for everything. Okay. I have a plan for what I want to achieve in these different areas of my life. And that is how I am so successful. I have built the Sculpted Vegan into a multi-million-dollar global empire. Okay. The Sculpted Vegan has made more than $20 million. It is now the largest online vegan bodybuilding company in the world because we provide such incredible programs for people which get amazing results. All of that was on my plan. I have even bigger plans now moving into the future. My bodybuilding is on a plan. My relationships are on plans. Everything in my life is on a plan. And that is how I achieve so much. So if you want to achieve long-term sustainable success with your bodybuilding goals, you need to have a plan. And that moves us then into, so what do you think? Because now I'm going to offer you a plan. Okay. Now you're like, okay, need a plan, need a deadline, need a cardio plan, need a nutrition plan, need a muscle building plan, need an overall plan, which means I can eat pizza and drink beer. Okay. I'm interested, Kim. You interested? Right. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you about my plan that I'm going to offer you today. So do you want to use this is a question you have to ask yourself. Do you want to use my personal stage physique system for sculpting muscle and burning fat? Again, these two photographs here were 1 year apart. 1 year apart. Look at the muscle that I have on my back. Look at the muscle that I have on my glutes. Okay. And I'm 43 years of age, right? So if I can do it, so can you. And I am in perimenopause. So that's not an excuse either. It doesn't matter if you're 40, 50, 60, or 70. We have women in their 80s in our programs doing incredible things. Age does not matter here. It's just an excuse you give yourself. You can turn your body into a fat-burning, muscle sculpting machine. And I want to show you how. So what I'm introducing today, or what we are just launching at the minute, is this program that we have spent months curating. It's called the Extreme Body Makeover. In this program, will chisel and shred your body in ways you never imagined. And you could win, Brett, it's catching in my throat because I'm going to have to give away this amount of money. You could win $100,000 in cash. Okay. We give away so much money. We've given away millions of dollars or awarded, should I say, in prize money in our company. Millions of dollars. Okay. So even though this seems like a massive amount of money to you, and it is to me as well, like I think we've given away $50,000 a couple of times now. So I just wanted to step it up a notch and really give you a reason to commit to a program and sculpt your body. No other fitness company transforms people the way we do. See these results that you see in front of you? These are all 8-week results. Yes, I want you to look at them again now, okay? Screen grab them or zone in on them or like really look at them. These results were achieved in 8 weeks. Can you imagine what you could do in 6 months? These are the kinds of results I get from my people in 8 weeks. And with the Extreme Body Makeover, you can have your most ripped body ever with our biggest cash prize fund. I am offering $190,000 in cash prizes. $190,000. But Kim, how can you offer such an insane amount of money? People ask me this all the time. They think it's a scam. They're like, this must be a scam. There's no way you could offer that amount of money. Well, a common question with a surprisingly simple answer. Since its conception in 2017, my company has sold more than 500,000 programs and made more than $20 million. We are now the largest and most profitable vegan bodybuilding company in the world. And there's only one way that accolade happens. when you create programs that work. So let me unleash my experience on you. Because if you join the Extreme Body Makeover today, you can experience firsthand the reason why we're able to give away a truly magnificent sum of money. Not a life-bettering sum of money, but a life-altering one. So here is how it works. If you start on Monday, March 20th, 2023, here are the prizes. First place, $100,000 cash direct to your bank account. Second place, $50,000. Third place, $20,000. Fourth place, $10,000. Fifth place, $5,000. And 6th to 10th place each get $1,000 each. I mean, even if you came second or third, you'd be happy, right? Amazing. Here's how you enter. Submit your before and after pictures on our website at the end of the shred. Our panel of experienced bodybuilding judges will decide the top 10 finalists, evaluating based on the biggest transformation of physique and not who is the most shredded. We don't just look for who's the most shredded, but who has made the biggest overall transformation. Finalists in the top 10 will then submit before and after videos to ensure no cheating. And these finalists will be further judged by our professional panel and the winner announced a week later. There is no public vote on this shred, okay? So this is not a public vote where people can cheat. This is bodybuilding judges making the call. Who are the judges? This isn't a random popularity public poll. These are award-winning competitors, experienced judges, and competition, I don't know what it says behind there, competition competitors, I think, at the top of their competitive field, who will be evaluating who made the most progress. This is a professional bodybuilding competition where you stand on a virtual stage and every winner will be selected based on their hard working ass sculpting merits. So these are the judges. As you can see, they all look pretty amazing. And they know exactly what they're looking for. And that is how you'll be judged in the competition. And here's the why, the how, and the damn detail in between. There are 3 phases in this program for transformation. It's a 1, 2, 3-part protocol to carve out the body of your wildest dreams. And if you follow this program's phases, you'll be jaw dropped and stunned when looking in the mirror at the end. Phase 1 is gym lean. Phase 2 is beach lean. And phase 3 is stage lean. So during the 3 phases, the first 2 phases, gym lean and beach lean, you will actually focus on building muscle first. And then in the final stage, which is 12 weeks long, you will do a bodybuilder style shred, a stage style shred, and you will uncover all the glorious muscle that you have built in the 4 months previously. 4 months, 3.5 months. So what do you get whenever you buy this program? You get PDF downloads for each phase, okay? Everything you need to know in great detail written there for you. You get detailed exercise video demonstrations. Every single exercise has a detailed video explaining exactly how to do it. You can take it into the gym, you can watch the videos, and then you can perform the exercise. You get 6 months worth of workouts for gym and home. So we have 3 different programs, okay? And they're all part of the one price. There's the gym program, home gym, which just has barbells and dumbbells, and then there's at home with just your body weight and exercise bands. So everybody can do this program. You get meal plans and shopping lists. You get a members only group coaching. You get weekly live Q&As with my very own trainer, Mark Getty, and also head trainer in the company, Laura Hutchinson. And I'm also going to throw in a bonus posing program, which is going to teach you how to pose for your before and after photos. And it's also going to teach you how to hold yourself whenever you go to the beach or at an event, or just how to make your body look amazing if you're posting pictures online. That program alone retails at $97, and I'm throwing it in for free. You also get access to the unbelievable community inside of our Facebook group, which is the Sculpted Vegan Extreme Body Makeover private group. This will be everyone who's going through the program together will be in this group, supporting each other, cheering each other on. There'll be weekly Q&As with Mark and Laura and all the coaches. There will be 24-hour support all around the world. This group alone is worth the price. And I have a lot of people who buy my programs just to get access to the group because it really keeps them motivated doing a program with other people. Now, we also have a couple of extra options for you with this program. We have the VIP experience with 6 months worth of coaching. This is for those of you who are serious about winning the $100,000. In the VIP experience, you get a small group coaching And there are 2 VIP options to choose from. So when you enroll in VIP, you'll get everything in the regular option, okay, plus incredible extras. So we've 2. So basically, there's the regular program, then there's the gold VIP, then there's the platinum VIP. I'll tell you just about those now. So in the VIP gold option, you get everything in the regular program, plus you get 3 one-hour small group coaching sessions per week on Zoom with my team of highly trained coaches, okay? So it'll be you and a small amount of people. At the minute, we're running coaching for one of our other shreds. I think there's about 20 people on the call each week. A lot of people just watch the recording. So even if you can't show up live, you can grab the recording. You get to ask questions live. You get to get all of your problems and struggles answered. This, honestly, this alone is worth an absolute fortune. The value there, as you can see, we've looked at what other coaching companies charge. And if you were to purchase this as a standalone with other companies, you would pay over $2,000 for it. We're also going to throw in 2 different bonuses, right? Bonus 1, the science of shredding, which currently retails at $297, and also the art of posing and stage presentation. So let me tell you about those. So the science of shredding is an interview that Laura did with Mark Getty, which he basically breaks down exactly what you need to do to get absolutely ripped. Okay. So even if you don't even want to enter the program, but you just want to know how to get shredded, you're going to love this, and we're going to throw it in for free. We're also going to give you the art of posing and presentation, which is something that Laura and I recorded. So that's an hour-long masterclass on how to make your body look incredible for the before and after photos, the before and after videos, but just how to show off your body in the best possible light. If you do intend to join this program and go for the competition, you're absolutely going to want to grab this because it's going to give you the competitive edge. Now, we also have, I can't even believe I'm doing this, honestly, this VIP platinum option. So you get everything in the solo and everything in gold, plus you get the 3-hour coaching sessions per week with my team of coaches. And on top of that, you get a 90-minute coaching session with either head trainer Laura or Mark Getty. They're going to take a week about, or Mark might jump in and Laura might jump in. Sometimes they might do it together. You have no idea the value of that. My trainer Mark's time is unbelievable. His knowledge is through the roof, and he has agreed to show up every single week and do some coaching with you guys. You also get the science of shredding, the interview which I was telling you about, and you get the art of posing and stage presentation, and you get another program which is called the water drop. This is how stage athletes use water manipulation to shred off the excess water weight that they carry before they go on stage. You can use this if you're going on vacation. You can use this if you have a big night out and you're kind of panic dieting, right? And you don't have enough, you want to lose a few pounds, but you don't have any time to diet. You can use this if you intend to enter the competition, because this is going to give you the competitive edge, right? So this is an extensive guide on how stage athletes use water manipulation to get shredded. And you might be saying, but Kim, why would you not include that in the regular price? Well, because I know that the people who are truly committed, right? And who really are committed to winning that $100,000, they are going to be the ones, I'm just trying to fix this light so it's not in the background. They are going to be the ones who are going to invest in this option, because they are truly committed to not only changing their physique and sculpting their body like beyond their wildest dreams, but also committed to winning one of the $190,000 cash prizes. But listen, do you need this to win? Absolutely not. You absolutely don't. The basic program is 100% going to give you everything that you need if you are committed. You're just going to have to work a little bit harder, okay? Because this is kind of the program on steroids, if you like. It's not very good because we don't take steroids in Sculpt Vegan, but you know what I'm saying? The VIP Platinum is the program on steroids. This is the easy option. That's why it's more expensive. You have to pay more for it because we do everything for you. In the cheaper options, it's like the cheap seats at the theater. You still get the full experience of being there, but you don't get the more powerful experience of being in the front row, right? This is like the front row seats. Talking a lot of crap here, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, and that's the water drop there. That's the program that we're going to give you, as well as all the other stuff in the VIP Platinum option. The extensive guide on how to use water manipulation to get shredded. This precise step-by-step guide will show you the science and secrets of how to get the dry cut, super lean look that pro bodybuilders have on stage. Use it for your final photos, before a big event, or just to look super ripped on the beach. Contains both written and video information, as well as a specific guide on how to perform a water drop for your final photos. Okay, so told you all about the program. Are you ready to transform your body and win $100,000 in cash? Hopefully you're saying, yes, Kim, I am. Yes. So what's the amazing, sure to change your life investment? That's what you're all thinking now. You're like, I want it. I know I want it. Just how much is it? The investment was $997. Okay. Whenever we first created this program, we decided that we were going to offer it for $997. And then I thought, you know what? No, I want everybody to have this information. Okay. So I dropped the price, which means that you can pick up the program today for $97 with 5 more payments of $97 to follow. Now you can pay in full, which is a less expensive option. But if your budget is not allowing for the more expensive option or for the full pay option, we have given you this incredible, easy to afford payment option where you can pick up the entire program today and access to the coaching and access to the Facebook group and everything that comes with it for only $97. Okay. So here are the 3 different price points. You can get the solo program. Okay. It was $997. You can pay $297 and get it in full pay and save yourself some money, or you can pay in 6 installments of $97 a month. You see how much we've dropped the price? The gold experience is $497. It was $1,497. That's what we had it priced at whenever we created this program 6 months ago. But I was like, no, I don't want to offer it for that. I want to make it affordable for everybody. So you can either get the gold experience that comes with the 3 coaching calls and the art of posing and presentation and the science of shredding. You can get that for $147 a month for 6 months, or you can pay in full $497, or you can get the platinum VIP experience. It was $1,997. I'm not even kidding. And it's worth so much more than that. And you can get it today, full pay option $797, or you can pay in 6 installments of $197 per month. And it was $397 per month. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. I cannot actually believe that we're offering it for this price, but and the chance to win $100,000. But I'm known for giving stuff away at super inexpensive prices. So that's what I'm doing. So just to remind you, if you can get started today for only $97, or you can save another 49% if you choose the full pay option, which is $297. Now, one thing you may not know is that you can actually buy now and you can pay later with PayPal credit, spread the cost over 24 months, and your first payment will not be due for 35 days. So if you don't have the cash and you want to pay in full, let's say you want to go for the platinum option, right? The $797 option. That's what I would do if there's $100,000 in the line. You can apply for PayPal credit via paypal.com. And they will then credit the money to your account, and then you can use that money to purchase the program. Now, as far as I know, it's not available in Australia at the minute, but that may change, or that may have changed. So check that out if that's an option that you want to choose. Need some help or need some help ordering or have questions? If you reach out to support@thesculptedvegan.com, my team are standing by ready to answer your inquiries, or you can use the live chat on our website, which is thesculptedvegan.com. So, oh, that's actually an incorrect URL at the bottom. Please don't use that. I'm really sorry that that's gone in there. It's not thesculptedvegan.com/yes. If you go to thesculptedvegan.com, you will see the Extreme Body Makeover on the homepage. Or once you click away from this video, or below this video, wherever you're watching this, there should be a button which will say, yes, take me to the program now. And that will take you through to the sales page where you can complete your payment. You don't even have to go and look at the sculptedvegan.com website if you don't want to. You can literally just click the button either below this if you're watching this on the sales page, or if you're watching it somewhere else, there should be a button which will take you straight through to make your purchase. And I really hope that you do join us inside the Extreme Body Makeover, because honestly, this is the most prolific program I've ever created. I know I say that with every program, but it's really true with this one, because they just keep getting better and better and better and better. And I can promise you that I am inside the Facebook group every single day, answering questions, cheering you on, supporting you. I want to help you make phenomenal changes to your body and to your life. And I know how hard it is to do that, which is why I'm dangling the carrot of $190,000. Because even if you don't win the $100,000 prize, or the $50,000, or the $20,000, or the $10,000, or the $5,000, or the $1,000, you will walk away with a body you could only dream of, and you will feel like you have already won. And I really want that for you. So go on ahead, go to thesculptedvegan.com, or just click the button below this video and sign up now. Choose the option that is best for your budget. And I hope that I will see you inside the private Facebook group. Thank you so much for committing time today to watch this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Whether you decide to join or not, I am cheering you on from the sidelines. Always, always, always. And I hope you come back to the Sculpted Vegan and share your time with us again sometime soon. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. This is Kim Constable. See you later. Bye-bye.